صلى الله تعالى عليه وعلى آله وأصحابه وأزواجه وذرياته وأهل بيته وبارك وسلم تسليما كثيرا كثيرا. أما بعد، فقد قال الله تعالى في القرآن المجيد والفرقان الحميد بعد أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم ولله على الناس حج البيت من استطاع إليه سبيلا ومن كفر فإن الله غني عن العالمين. رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي. سبحانك لا علم لنا إلا ما علمتنا إنك أنت العليم الحكيم. إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد وعلى آل سيدنا محمد وبارك وسلم. In Islam, ibadat or fara'id, the farz, the incumbent actions of deen are set in a certain way. And we follow the lunar calendar. In Islam is set on a lunar calendar. But we insist as well that when a person should remember that even the zakah which is due on whatever wealth he may have, which is zakatable, is according to the lunar calendar. And a person should make sure that when a child becomes baligh, age reaches the age of maturity, and from that on, if that child has zakatable wealth, that they should calculate from the day of bulugh. We usually have a tendency, it was a beautiful workshop in Makeni, very few people attended, held just before Ramadan about zakah. But the ulama explained very beautifully about how and when. So many times we talk about zakah and we say that no, from Ramadan to Ramadan. But we don't realize when did zakah become farz. It could have become in Dhul Qa'dah, so 10 months zakah was pending. Or maybe we've given 2 months in advance, whichever way it may be. But it is something we need to know. So every ibadah, because this on the slide, every ibadah is set according to the lunar calendar. And when in the 9th month, alhamdulillah, Allah accepted us for the blessed month of Ramadan. Allah gave us that spiritual upliftment. And that is something again we should think about. Each and every one of us who fasted for the pleasure of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, we gain something. But why we don't realize that? We do not put mind to it. We have never thought that I have been through this exercise. If a person goes to a dietitian for whatever reason, and he says that you do this, you don't eat this, you do that, you do certain amount of exercise, after that 30-day, 3-month period when he goes for the review, etc., that person will be say that no, I have seen some progress. But when Allah gives us a specific remedy, كُتِبَ عَلَيْكُمُ الصِّيَامُ كَمَا كُتِبَ عَلَى الَّذِينَ مِنْ قَبْلِكُمْ لَعَلَّكُمْ تَتَّقُونَ, so that you may become a muttaqeen. How many of us have taken up time after the month of Ramadan to think, has taqwa entered me or not? It has. Allah has promised لَعَلَّكُمْ تَتَّقُونَ. But we become so busy again in our normal lives, day-to-day running around, etc., that we become like machines, robotic. That is our life. We are robots. We are working on artificial intelligence that I have to do this, I have to do that, I have to do that. After the month of Ramadan ends, the month of Shawwal starts. And we know the first day of Shawwal is known as Eid al-Fitr, the day of celebration. But at the same time, another ibadah starts at that time. It is known as Ashhurul Hajj. That these months, Shawwal, Dhul-Qa'dah and days of Zul-Hijjah, are known as Ashhurul Hajj. Meaning if a person wants to don his ihram on the day of Eid for Hajj, he is allowed. On the 29th or 30th of Ramadan, he will not be able to don the ihram. In the olden days, the traveling used to be long. They used to leave early, etc. Miqat used to be far away. And from Miqat to reach Haram, it would take so long. So they would don the ihram, coming to the state of ihram, not only don the ihram, coming to the state of ihram days before. So if somebody had to come from the first of Shawwal, any today, tomorrow, put on the ihram and make the niyat of ihram for his Hajj, it would be accepted. So the ibadah of Hajj comes. Allah says in the Quran in the Kareem, وَلِلَّهِ عَلَى النَّاسِ حِجُّ الْبَيْتِ. This ibadah of Hajj is for Allah like every other ibadah. Allah emphasizes وَلِلَّهِ, for Allah's sake. عَلَى النَّاسِ, Allah, Islam made it incumbent, as the Shaykh Rahmatullah Fazail Hajj beautifully explains, emphasis after emphasis in the ayah, that if those people who understand the Arabic language will know that emphasis after emphasis, حِجُّ الْبَيْتِ مَنِ اسْتَطَاعَ إِلَيْهِ سَبِيلًا, that Allah has made fard, incumbent on those people who have the means to take on the journey of Hajj, إِلَيْهِ سَبِيلًا. And Allah later on gives the admonition, the ulama mentioned. And in fact, in the hadith, the Sahaba, when they heard this ayah, Nabi Sallallahu read this ayah, they asked, Ya Allah, Abu Prophet of Allah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, Mas Sabil. When you read, Man istata'a ilayhi sabila, what is this sabil? Who has the means, who has the road, who has the path to go it? Nabi Sallallahu makes to explain in 2 words, Az-zad wa rahila. That a person has provisions and he has the means to transport himself. Taking this, that is why it is so important for us to understand the importance of our fuqaha. There is a hadith, there is an ayah of the Quran Kareem. There is a hadith and many hadiths explaining. But the fuqaha take everything in front of them, taking the whole of Deen Sharia in front of them, looking at everything and then present it to us. And Mufti Shafi Sahib Rahmatullah Alayhi, the author, the Grand Mufti of Pakistan at this time, and the author of Ma'arif al-Quran, under this verse of Surah Al-Imran, beautifully explains that what is mean when Allah says Sabir, when Nabi Kareem sallallahu alayhi wa sallam says Az-zad wa rahila, that he has a provision and that person has a means to travel. Mufti Shafi Sahib Rahmatullah Alayhi mentions that for any ibadah, first of all, to be accepted, the first thing is of Iman, to be a Muslim. So the first condition for Hajj is to be a Muslim. And the second condition he mentions, and it's in the books of Fiqh as well, he mentioned there, that aqil, a Muslim who is aqil, meaning he is sane, he is in the right frame of mind. According to the Sharia, he will not be called insane, somebody who does not know what he or she is doing. A person, according to the Sharia, who cannot differentiate between right and wrong. Same. The other condition is baligh, a person who becomes and reaches the age of maturity. As I mentioned, all the ibadat. And that is why we should learn the masalas, especially of zakah, especially if our children have the wealth. We should make sure that we indicate and we should tell them, if they don't want to tell us the date that they are baligh, they should note it down. That this is my date of bulugh. So if I have money in 1 year's time equal to zakah, of nisab of zakah, then zakah will be due on this day, not Ramadan, first Ramadan, etc. Alhamdulillah, you can. Muftis will tell you, I'm not a mufti. Muftis will tell you, you can add, subtract, round it up to Ramadan. But we have to make sure that it is done accordingly. So, condition that the person becomes baligh. Third condition, that the person has enough, the person has siha. Meaning, he is fit to undertake the journey and is not crippled, is not physically challenged, that the person cannot take the journey, undertake it. And then, Mufti Shafi Sahib mentioned again another point, that the person leaves enough sustenance, maintenance for his dependents, for his or her dependents. Basically, sustenance maintenance is usually for the father. In extreme circumstances, in few conditions, the woman might be obliged to pay the maintenance for the children, etc. For those under them. And according to the Hanafi school of thought, this is Hanafi majority, that any zu rahim mahram, any mahram of yours who is destitute and does not have the means, will also become your dependent. It may be your maternal aunt, it may be your paternal aunt, your khala, your pupi, your foil, your masi, they are your maharim, your nani, your daddy, etc. They can be your dependents. But the dependents are mainly your wife, your immature boys. Because the ruling again, small masla, is that once a male child reaches the age of maturity, becomes baligh, the father is not obliged to maintain the child. I use the word obliged. It is not. A child should teach that person to fend up for himself. But alhamdulillah, we live in a secure environment, etc. We live in a secure environment, and that is why I remember Umar Abdul Aziz rahmatullah alayhi, when he was passing on, Maslama rahmatullah alayhi came to him and asked him that you have left 13 children. What have you left for them? You have left 13 children. What have you left for them? He says that I have given them whatever was due to them. And I have not taken somebody's wealth and given it to them. He mentioned 2 points. Whatever was due to them. Unfortunately, again, we have to understand we live in a mundane world, a dunyawi world, that we have expectations. And I was laughing with my students this other day and telling them, Ek ke baad abhi nahi, do ke baad kabhi nahi, the famous saying that we only have 1, 2 children. And the reason being, we think educating my child is a first thing. Sending them to school is a first. It is not. Deeni education, that he may be a true mu'min is first. If you have 3, 4 children and you cannot afford to send your children to school, it is not an aib. It is not a defect. But we have taken our society and our community has become such that he cannot send his children to school. Or maybe he's taking zakat money to send to school. It is not a defect. The deeni education is what is important. Where he knows Allah, he knows his farais, or she knows his farais towards Allah, towards the makhluk, towards everybody. That is what is first, not ABCD. Not the illiterate people. We are here, those people have never read, never written. But Allah gives them such maqamat. Allah gives them such status. So again, but the girl child, the father or the paternal grandfather in the absence of the father is obliged to maintain that girl till she is married. So in other words, in short, as young people here as well, we should be thankful to our parents who have maintained us. They have given us tertiary education, college education, university education. It was not for us, it was the ihsan. To make us stay in their houses after we became baligh, it was the ihsan. It was their favor. We should take it as such. And the parents should take it as an honor that Allah has given me to join the ties, to take care of my child so it doesn't go astray, it doesn't go away, and I can take care of him under my guard. So it is both sided, it is never always one sided. Deen Islam is such. It is an honor for the parents, and it is what you call ihsan, and they should take it as that I am obliged to my parents for everything. We are obliged to our parents for everything, including the extra things which they did for us. So Mufti Shafi Sahib rahmatullah alayhi, maintenance for those people who are under you. And then he goes on that for a woman, the additional clause according to the majority of ulama is that she should not travel alone without a mahram. If she can only afford her Hajj, then she cannot afford to sponsor a mahram, or does not have a mahram who is independently ready to come with their money with them, then Hajj will not be found. So these are the main conditions. And it has happened in the hadith of Nabi Kareem sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, Imam Bukhari rahmatullah mentioned in Kitab al-Siyar al-Sahih, when Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam mentions, La yakhluwanna rajulan bimrati. Nabi mentions first that a man should not be in seclusion with a man. And then he mentions for them that a woman should not travel illa walaha mahram. That she should not travel without the mahram. A Sahabi asked at that time, Ya Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, my name has been written for this expedition and that expedition. I am going out in the path of Allah. I am supposed to go out. And my wife has come out. Hajj. She's come as a Hajj. That's the word Hajjatun. When you turn to go for Hajj, you say Hajjah. Meaning it is the word, the Haji lady. She's come out as a Hajjah. Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam says, go join her. فَحُجْ مَعَهَا. Go and join her. So the extra condition for a woman. And it is a unanimous thing. We find many excuses and we don't understand the greatness of Allah. Wallahi, wallahi, I say, if we think so many times we are so narrow-minded, our women will travel alone. They say on the context of going to see their parents, etc., etc., we say, I don't have the means. Ask Allah, Allah will give you the means. The Barakah, if you spend money to buy a company or take her with you and go with her, wallah, Allah will replace you, Allah will give you. Have that confidence in Allah. That is why we are here. We have to build our iman, the tawakkul in Allah. If we cannot have confidence in the promises of Allah and the Rasul sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, and if we think that abiding by the Sharia will reduce our wealth because we are paying extra ticket, going, coming, or maybe twice, going to drop her off, going to collect her, etc., and we are losing out, you are losing out somewhere else. We have to build that little. So the condition that is there, brothers, that Hajj becomes farz. And Hajj is an ibadah which is farz once in a lifetime, which is known as Hajjatul Islam. Once a person carries out Hajj, it doesn't become farz. But it is an honor to go on for Hajj. A person, Allah takes many hadiths, believe, Fazail Hajj again, that a person may go and over Allah. A person who goes for Hajj will never see poverty, etc. But the admonition, I come back to the ayah, that وَمَنْ كَفَرَ فَإِنَّ اللَّهَ غَنِيٌّ عَنِ الْعَالَمِينَ. That the person who does kufr, Allah uses the word kufr, kafara, for a person who says he has the means to go for Hajj, but does not need go. Allah uses the word kafara, disobedient, ungrateful as well, another tarjuma of it, or does not believe in Allah. Allah says, I do not need you. I do not need not only you, Alameen. Allah does not need anything or anyone. Hadiths are full of things that a person, Allah mentioned in the hadith, that a person who dies the means, does not go for Hajj, and dies without performing Hajj, he may die either as a Yahud or a Nasara. Ibn Umar and Umar mentioned that a person who goes on the day of Qiyamah will have kafara, the word kaf, fa and ra on the forehead. A person has a mean. We have trivial excuses. That my salah is not perfected. My sawm is not perfect. My respect, brothers, in this world, you will not say that, oh, let's take the thing of a car, that my road fitness is expired. No, but until I don't get my road tax, I will not get. There are two offenses. You know that the officer will charge you that you do not have road fitness. Your car is not worthy to be on the road. You have not road tax. Or you don't have insurance. 3 different offenses they will charge you. But why there are different offenses? My salah is different. Sawm is different. Hajj is different. Zakah is different. But we have to understand, if we try our best, we go for the sake of Allah. In the environment of Baytullah, when we see the people rushing towards those places, automatically, what is the chance, what is the probability that we will not change, we will not become a better person? Sometimes they fear it's too early to become better. It's never too early. We don't know who's going to be next as a janazah. We've got no idea who can be next as a janazah. It is never a thing. Sometimes we say, I'll go with my wife. Excuses. Oh, my parents have not done Hajj. But if your wife has not gone for Hajj, why in the day she does not have to read Salah? You say, I also not read Salah. Where is the logic? Say that. That she doesn't have to read Salah, I am not going to read Salah. Carry out your Hajj, and you will go there, you will make dua, Allah will give you barakah. And automatically, people who have gone there always automatically, from the inner self, ask Allah, oh Allah, bring me again. Oh Allah, let me come with my parents. Oh Allah, let me take my family members. Oh Allah, let me come again. From inside the dua comes, you don't even have to think of that dua. And this is the farida, a first action. And we should think about it and make sure that whoever has the means to carry out Hajj, at the earliest instance they should carry out Hajj.